Hey guys, Griffinoni here. Before we get started with today's video, I have another nickname suggestion from you all in the comments. Today's nickname suggestion has once again been brought to us by UberDan9254, and he has suggested Prince as the nickname for our Nidoran. This is obviously meant to pair with our Nidoran female, so that way we have both a prince and a princess in our group. So thank you very much, UberDan. And now, let us begin the episode. Hey guys, it's Griffinoni here, and welcome back to Pokémon HeartGold. Last time, we walked around Cianwood City. We explored everything that there was to do at the immediate moment. We established that the Safari Zone isn't quite open. We also encountered Suicune for an additional time, and we fought Usain just within the borders of Cianwood itself. This time, with everything available in Cianwood taken care of, save for one thing, we're gonna go to the gym. There's nothing else that we need to do here for the immediate moment, and it's very important that we do go to the gym to unlock a really, really helpful thing. So, let's go. Welcome to the Cianwood Gym. And as I do recall, our hype man is not here, so we're just gonna have to go into it. Right there's the gym leader, but as you can see, he's so into training, he doesn't seem to notice us. So, yeah, as was mentioned before, Chuck is kind of in a deep state of training right now. So if we want to get his attention, we're going to have to get him out of that. So, nothing else to do but start fighting trainers. My Pokemon and I are bound together by friendship. Our bond will never be broken. What if I use a Heracross to aerial ace your into oblivion? How would you feel about that? Black Belt Yoshi? What? What's Yoshi doing in this game? Anyway, this should not take too long. His Hitmonlee actually is pretty decently high level, but fortunately, does not have very good physical defense, unlike most fighting types. There we go. That takes care of that. This isn't real. Well, you're not wrong. None of this is truly real. Anyway, we're gonna head up here. We have one more trader to fight up here. Words are useless. Let your fists do the talking. I'd rather let my Pokemon do the fighting, if I'm being honest with you. Anyway, as always, I do have some stuff to talk about with respect to this gym. So, a couple fun facts. In the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal games, this gym was actually very different. In that version, you had to fight 3 trainers and then use the HM for Strength to complete a strength puzzle composed of boulders to get to Chuck, making this one of the only gyms back then that explicitly required the usage of an HM to complete. Fortunately, that is not the case here, and while we do have to fight multiple trainers to get to Chuck, we don't necessarily have to go to such extreme lengths like using HMs inside of a gym. One more aerial ace ought to do it. And there we go. His name is Knob. Who names their child Knob? Like Yoshi I can accept, but Knob? What do you even say to me, Knob? I lost. I'm speechless. All right, well, I certainly am not. Okay, a few more black belts to fight. We martial artists fear nothing. What about a Heracross? You should fear a Heracross. Oh, so this guy's a Hitmonchan, unlike the other one who had a Hitmonlee. That makes relative sense. Anyway, another interesting thing to note about this gym. In the anime, the appearance of this gym and, weirdly enough, the Veilstone Gym have the exact same exterior. Which makes sense given that they're both fighting type gyms, but it is still weird because, like, it's weird that they didn't have different designs, especially when you consider the vast difference in the environments that surround the gyms. Like, yes, this gym is on a beach, but Veilstone Gym is in the middle of a bustling city with capitalism and gambling. Like, it's weird that there's no stark difference, but at least here there is a very clear, concise difference in the games. All right, one more guy we got to fight here, and then we can get the water going down. My Raging Fist will shatter your Pokemon. What is up with you people and punching? I guess they are martial artists. I don't know why I'm questioning that. Anyway, his name... Okay, real talk. His name is lung. Why are you named after the organ that we need to breathe? Someone gave birth to this man and thought to himself, I can breathe, and so can he. I'm gonna name him Lung. Anyway, another thing to note about the gym's appearance in the anime, in the later Journey series, they actually drastically changed the Cianwood City's gym's appearance. So in the original series, it looked as it did when it was first presented, but then later on, they weirdly changed it to actually more resemble a real-life location, which is the Nippon Budokan in Tokyo, which is basically like the absolute fighting arena in the game. Well, in the world. So it is interesting that they decided to go that direction. I just need to be careful to not trigger Primate's anger point. You had the opportunity to deal immense damage to Hogan, and you just used Screech twice. You fool. Absolute fool. And like that, Hogan levels up to level 26, and I believe Mizumori also leveled up as well. So fantastic. I got shattered. Well, at least your lung didn't collapse. My Pokemon lost. My pride is shattered. Dude, relax. Like, you're not even the gym leader. You're grunts who work for the gym leader. So silly. It's a large winch. Will you turn it? Sure. I know how to use the winch. Beautiful, beautiful visual. And now Chuck is totally exposed. I'm going to rephrase that, but before I do, I'm going to go heal. Anthony, what do you got to say on this fine Saturday morning? Sup? This is Anthony. How are you? The other day, I was watching my Geodude eat some berries. It looked like it was enjoying its meal, so I decided to try some. I'm not sure if people should eat that stuff, but it was delicious. All right, then. Be good. You know, it's one of those things where, like, some people may find it a little annoying that I keep getting calls from the same people over and over again. But the thing is, a lot of the contacts that I have are calling me because they're Saturday contacts, and I usually record these videos on Saturday mornings. So why wouldn't the same people be contacting me? Like, if I want a larger variety of people calling me, I would need to record these on different days, but I don't, because I'm a horrible person, and I have to do normal job, too. Anyway, Chuck is no longer exposed. Is no longer not concentrated, so I need to unconcentrate him again. I just need to stop talking. It is funny that it does go back up when you leave the gym. He's like, okay, well, my concentration is broken. I'm going to go back and turn the thing on so I can concentrate more. Did you really think I was just going to leave that not running? Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and open up with Hogan here. There is a reason that I'm not using Akira from the outset and, you know, just mostly focusing on Hogan. But it's not the most obvious thing in the world. So, you know, some people just concentrate on putting in more effort, as it were. Anyway, let's do this. Oof. The pounding waterfall right onto my head. Ah! Why did you stop the waterfall from pouring on me? You just spoiled my training. I have to warn you that I am a strong trainer training every day under this waterfall. What? It's nothing to do with Pokemon. That's true. Come on, we shall do battle. Very well, Chuck. Let's do this. We are challenged by Leader Chuck. He has 2 Pokemon. First off is Primeape, level 29, Vital Spear for the ability, so don't bother trying to put him to sleep. With the moves Leer, Double Team, Focus Punch, and Rock Slide. The main approach that he's going to go for is trying to use Focus Punch to get in a clear shot. The only thing you need to do to stop him, if he does go for Focus Punch, is to get in a hit. Luckily, I have Aerial Ace, so no matter what he tries to do, I can always land a nice, super effective hit. So we're going to go ahead and focus on doing that. Or he can do Rock Slide and try to flinch me. Fortunately, Hogan flinched. Of course he did. Primeape can use Double Team all of it once. Double Team is a move that raises its evasiveness, which can make it more difficult to hit. The idea of double team is to try to make it harder to hit while it is setting up its focus punch. But the thing about Arrow Ace, it never misses. It can literally never, ever miss. So as long as we get this flinch, well, as long as we do not flinch, we should be good. All right, Primeape is down nice and properly. Got some nice XP for Hogan Mizumoni, and now Poliwrath is up next. Then I'm going to go ahead and switch in right up for this, as Poliwrath is a water type. All right, Poliwrath, level 31. We haven't lost yet. So, Poliwrath, it has the water absorb ability, so do not bother using water moves on it. It is holding a citrus berry. It has the moves Hypnosis, Surf, Focus Punch, and Body Slam. So, like Primeape, it is going to try to go for Focus Punch. Or use Hypnosis. Hypnosis is actually a relatively good move to use alongside Focus Punch, because with Raido asleep, we cannot interfere with the concentration of Focus Punch. So I think, just for the sake of being sure that I am efficient with this, I'm going to use the Moo Moo Milk on Hogan to restore his HP. So if we need to get Hogan back in the fight, we can. As you can see, I purchased a lot of Moo Moo Milk in between episodes. There's that Focus Punch. Ah, there we go. Raido may have gone down, but Raido did what he needed to do. All right, we're going to switch back to Hogan in this case. Now, I still have some interesting stuff to talk about with respect to Chuck, now that we've established more or less what his strategy is. So, in the anime, in addition to the Pokemon we've seen here, Chuck had a Macho that he was incredibly close with. Like, absurdly close with. It knew Karate Chop, Cross Chop, and Submission. It's weird that it never appeared here, like, even in the remake. This was an opportunity for them to kind of add more Pokemon to the teens, but they never really did. But, who knows? Maybe there's still time. Maybe we'll see Machoke or some variation in the future. Another interesting thing to note about Chuck is in Pokemon Stadium 2 specifically. No, not yet. In Pokemon Stadium 2 specifically, among the other Pokemon that you fought there, he had a Sand Slash that was illegal because it had the moves Metal Claw and Rock Slide, which as of Gen 2 was impossible for both to be on any Sand Slash at a given time. Anyway, we defeated Chuck. We lost. Got a lot of money. I lost? How about that? All right, you're worthy of the Storm Badge. And like that, we received the Storm Badge from Chuck. Thank goodness. The Storm Badge lets your Pokemon fly to any city or town you've already been to. Here, take this too. We obtained TM01. As you can probably guess, that is Focus Punch. It doesn't land if the foe you're attacking hits you first, but it's very powerful if it manages to hit. Yes, as we saw, his strategy did revolve around Focus Punch, and he was able to get one off. But yeah, if you get hit only even once while you're trying to charge up Focus Punch, it will instantly fail. So you kind of have to play around that. But it is a very powerful move. Like, it is as powerful as Hyper Beam. Oh, hello. That's Cianwood's gym badge. Then you should take this HM. We got HM02. Thank God. Teach Fly to your Pokemon. You will be able to fly instantly to anywhere you visited. Oh, thank goodness. Now we've gotten that matter resolved. And with HM02 and the Knuckle Badge in our possession, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. I know this was a real quick one, but that's typically how the Gym Leader episodes tend to go. But don't worry, because next time on Pokemon HeartGold, we're going to go back to Olivine City, heal up Amphi, and we'll fight Jasmine. See you guys then.